Question 12. Tick whether each statement is true or false. Give a reason for your answer in each case. 12a. When x squared is 16, the only value that x can be is 4. So this is false, and the reason being is we can substitute x equals minus 4 in, since minus 4 times minus 4 is positive 16. So x equals minus 4 is a potential solution, so we can just put that as our answer, is a solution. 12b, when n is a positive integer, the value of 2n is always a factor of the value of 20n. So we're going to try and divide 20n by 2n, and if this is possible, 2n is a factor in the same way that if you had 16 and we divided by 8, it's a whole number, so we know 8 is a factor of 16. So 20 divided by 2, that's 10, and n divided by n, that's simply 1. We just don't need to write anything. Since that's a whole number, the value of 10 is always a factor of the value of 20n, so true. And our reasoning is simply just this calculation. 20n divided by 2n equals 10, so it's a factor. 12c. When y is positive, the value of y squared is always greater than the value of y. So we could substitute a few values in. For say 2, y squared would be 2 squared, which is 4, so y squared is greater than y. And for any value greater than that, that's still going to be the case. The only positive values that we haven't considered are decimal or fraction values. So if y is a half, for instance, y squared is a half squared, which is a half times a half, or a quarter. In this case, y squared is actually lower than y, that's false. Our example can just be, if y is 0.5, then that implies that y squared is 0.25. And clearly this is less than this. All we need to do is find a counterexample in this case to show it's false, in the same way that we did for 12a.